side, have you guys had some difficult moments during this time of lockdown?
On my side, it was also the first lockdown. I somehow had a burnout because it was too much work for us. But thanks to my employee, how do you say, our Dutch and Netherlands, my work giver.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when you live in countries that don't use English, sometimes the words
Yeah,
disappear.
you have to
But
find
where I work, they were able to give us psychologists. Whenever you felt low, you would go openly talk about what is disturbing you. And that was a great support system for
yeah,
us because everyone was running around like a mad person. We didn't know that the disease was just new. We didn't know what to expect.
yeah.
And we were required to work, continue working, and so it was a lot of panic at work. And yeah, that was a big challenge, a burnout. But I'm glad we were able to talk to mentors and psychologists, and we pulled through.
And Sandra, did you have some difficult times?
My difficulty was not being able to travel, because I
Yeah.
think that's the only thing I really, really love to do.
Yeah.
So I always look out, like if it's Easter, July I'm going to travel. If it's July, then oh, December is coming soon and I'll be traveling.
Yeah.
That was really difficult. Every time a moment came that we normally would be traveling, I would feel really bad. And then the other thing was seeing my daughter being an only child, missing her friends. And I was scared that maybe she would even be depressed, because she would really, really feel bad that, yeah, Mama, you see, now I'm alone, and I don't have a sister or a brother. At least my friends are with their sister and brothers. So I would have to make extra time to do things with her on top of her school. But then in that way, we also bonded. So it was like a blessing in disguise, because trying to make extra time with her, I ended up teaching her how to cook, bake. So now she's a very good cook. She can cook, she can bake really good.
Yeah.
But it was difficult seeing her miss her friends and being alone.
Yeah. Okay. And how has it been like keeping in touch with families and friends? Like in Belgium, we've been in lockdown for a year. We are actually still in lockdown. We still are not allowed to meet up with people, friends. So it's, on the other hand, like really getting difficult here. It's getting so, yeah, it's just you and your family. You can't see other people. You can't do anything. It's really, yeah, not has been easy for us. But how is it for you guys? Like, how do you keep in touch with your friends and families? Personally, yeah, most of my families, they are in Uganda, so we can talk on WhatsApp and stuff like that. But it's different. Oh, I've gotten used to that. But here, like, I miss you girls. We always meet every month, go for lunch, and talk about things, and literally, ventilate, like when you have something. But we don't have that anymore. We don't meet. We just talk once in a while on phone, but it's not the same as meeting up and talking about stuff. So for me, that part has really been difficult, missing my friends and not getting to meet up with my friends and not getting to like talk to them physically. Like, it's totally different. So how has it been on your side? How have you kept in touch with your families and friends? Or yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Angel, for you there, you are still looking for friends. So how did you manage? Yeah.
You guys, that is not my problem. So I did not. The only thing is, I have lived away from home now for, this is what, 6 years, and I've been in the US for 1 year and a half. So lockdown found me friendless. My colleagues were my friends, so that's why not going to work really freaked me out the first month. It was like, that's the only time I get to see people. I'm staying alone. So I somehow look forward to going to work just for the socialization part of it. And then kids will come in and annoy me, but then I'm like, yes, they annoy me, but I love them because these are the only humans I have to interact with.
Yeah.
So that was hard. But it gave me now more time to talk to people in Uganda because everyone was on lockdown. Life slowed, you know how you guys, life really slowed down. So now people got time to just, let's get on the phone, let's do Zoom meetings. With my sisters, we did a lot of Zoom meetings. With my friends, we did the same thing. We just like what we're doing right now. Let's just hang out. I mean, make the best out of the situation. There was nothing much to do. South Carolina, though, our lockdown hasn't been very tough. You could, first month, they could let us, you can go to the stores and the ones that were open. Of course, restaurants, no, but now restaurants are open. So we can go, it's limited capacity. And still, do I want to go to restaurants where people are hanging out and then there is COVID? Of course not. So as much as it's okay for us to go out, for me on the other side, I kind of stay away. I always say I can't afford to get sick. I can't afford it.
So how about you guys, Agatha, Sandra, or Priscilla? How have you kept in touch with family and friends? Has it been a challenge or it's been okay?
On my side, not really. I also live away from Uganda, so it was the usual WhatsApps and Facebook sometimes. And then here, yeah, I have a few friends actually. You can count them on my fingers. So it was the same. Like I used to text you guys. You're one of the few friends I have. Texting and chit chatting here and there. Social media helps a bit. Yeah, that's it. Communication wise, nothing changed much.
Okay. And for Sandra, how have you kept in touch with family and friends?
For me, it was. What was the question again?
How have you kept in touch with family and friends?
Yes, through social media, of course, and our WhatsApp group with you guys. But also the other thing I found out about myself. I loved being alone during the lockdown. I loved being at home. Even I would ignore some calls because I felt like it was a healing process, a healing time, a time to reflect. And I only made calls which were really necessary. And yeah, and also looking on Facebook and Instagram whenever I would be free.
Yeah.
But yeah, I missed you girls going out and eating, but otherwise, communication, WhatsApp, Facebook, people back home. I've lived in Belgium for the last 14 years, so the only 2 weeks you go in during the Christmas and Easter season, maybe summer, a few weeks. So it was really not that bad.
And Priscilla, did you miss friends or family, or in Uganda it was a different story? You guys could meet.
This is an interesting topic because, well, in Uganda, I have most of my family members around me. So when you're saying that you're used to not having your family nearby,
Yeah.
I believe it was more challenging for people in Uganda, unlike some of us who are used to go to work, come back home. But I'm lucky that I have many family members that I get to see almost on a daily basis. But also for the others that we would meet with every month, for example, or maybe every other week, the friends, the family that we used to have gathering with, it became difficult. You don't see someone until you realize, okay, things have changed, really.
Yeah.
Like when you're working, you can create time. After work, I'll pass by and check on so and so. On Fridays, you meet up, and you know very well our culture, we don't really communicate so well. So that the WhatsApp, you send a WhatsApp message, but that's it. If some of us, when someone doesn't call you, you won't call them. So there was really a big gap
Yeah.
I know that there was a big gap. Some of us are not very good with social media, not because we don't know, but the time.
Yeah.
So it was really tight. And when the lockdown was relaxed, when they unlocked us,
Yeah.
people were okay, they would move. But I think I was more terrified
Yeah.
because of working with health workers. You know exactly what's out there. But then people ask you, why can't you come out? Why can't you come? Even when I go, I would go with a mask and a face shield. I look like a doctor or something because I'm terrified. So it changed my routine. I am safer and comfortable staying at home, but it
Yeah.
has helped me learn to communicate better. Now I check on people more online. With my family members who don't stay here, we started doing the weekly. Basically, we at some point we had daily Zoom calls
Wow.
because before we would see each other, we would have praying moments, but at some point we had to actually had a daily Zoom call, and then you talk about things. Of course, with time, that it's not very easy to keep consistent with that, but yeah, it taught us that it's not only during the forced isolation that we have
Yeah.
to check on our people.
Check on our
I am
people.
hoping
Yeah.
that even after the lockdown, we're
Yeah.
able to keep up to check on people, even if you're able to see them
Yeah.
over the weekend, in the
Yeah.
middle of the week. Call
Yeah.
someone, check on them. And I realize that people really appreciate being checked on. It may
Yeah.
not be their habit to actually check on you, but
But
when you don't check on them, they
yeah.
will complain. When you check on them, they will be extremely happy. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how we
Um,
manage to.
So, but that brings me now to the next thing I want to talk about. So, basically, for you going forward from the lockdown, hopefully soon, it will be checking on your family more, often your family and friends more, because like I was going to ask, like, going forward, what is that one thing we've learned during the lockdown, and we will carry on even after the lockdown has, passed or has been behind us. For me, to be basically spending more time with my family, going for walks. I never ever used to go for walks. Never. But during lockdown, we had nothing to do. So it became our routine. Every day we eat, every evening we have to go for a walk. What do we do? So it's like it has become our routine every day. In the evening, we take a walk. Like otherwise, you have nothing to do. So, but I find it really nice and interesting. And even after the lockdown has been put behind our backs, for sure, I'll continue the walking. It's another way of bonding. It's another way of connecting with nature, looking at different things in a different way. So that I will carry on. And how about you guys? Do you have something you planned and you will carry on even after the lockdown? Yeah, Sandra or Agatha or Priscilla or Angel?
Allow me to first since I've just been talking about the topic, I want to say that, like you said,
Yeah.
moving forward, I have learned that even the excuse that we've been giving of I don't have time to come and check on you is not good enough anymore. We've learned that you can do so much on social media. You can check on your people, and when you must actually go there physically, then you can do that. You can move and go and create time and go see them. But
Yeah.
going forward, I will try to spend more time
Yeah.
with family, even
Yeah.
when I officially go back to work. I'm still working at home, actually. But when I resume work, before it was really hard. Now I will have to create time to save time to
Yeah.
be part of my kids. When they
Yeah.
have homework, for example, you know how you used to look at their books, like
Yeah.
we really, did you finish your homework? Yeah, but you don't even check, did they do
Yeah.
it right?
Yeah.
So those are the things that I have learned, and I don't think I'll ever take that for granted anymore.
Yeah.
It does impact the kids a lot and helps the teachers to know how to help your kid.
Yeah.
Family, you people, family is very, very important.
Yeah.
People lost their relatives. So many people died.
Yeah.
So many people died because of not caring enough to say, okay, I will not go see my friends or my parents because of the situation that is at hand. People would take it for granted, and you want to put family first, but you're not doing it right. You find that because you have actually gone to check on someone because of your impulse of, it is my family, I can't get sick. Someone gets sick, and you find that they have brought the sickness to you. And some things, basically, moving forward, we just have to be more cautious about going forward. I just have to learn to listen and follow guidelines better, or follow rules better, even the simple ones.
Okay, and Sandra and Agatha, or Angel, you have something to carry on from lockdown?
I would say I have like a million things.
Give us one.
I know. Well, I have always been talking to people back at home, checking on people has never been an issue. I guess I'm that friend who people will say, oh my God, she's like, even if I don't talk to her, somehow she'll be bugging me, sending me messages of, are you okay? So some people notice that really, and when you do it, for me, I do it out of not even concern, out of love. Like I am always there. Cynthia, I think even it has happened with you, where I'm just pop up and like, what's up? Are you okay? I was thinking about you like a whole week. Like I can wake up and someone's name is in my head and it bugs me. So now I'm trying to make sure that every time I feel it, I respond as soon as possible, because at least now social media has helped a lot. Via work, yesterday we had a meeting and I really told them I am not at all going back to grading papers. That is not my portion anymore, because I have spent a whole year acquiring all these technology skills that I love, and they make everything easy. I mean, I give a test online and I don't have to grade it because it will be graded online. Why would I go back to grading with a red pen and writing comments? Good work. No, this one is wrong. No, that life I am done. So yeah.
You're going to miss your handwriting. Your students will miss your handwriting.
They always see it when I'm writing on the board explaining, but the testing, So yeah, that's the greatest thing, including technology in my instruction. It's helpful. It keeps kids attentive. It gives them kind of a hands-on. So yeah, I'm carrying that forward.
And Agatha, what are you carrying on? We can't hear you. Your sound is mute. Yeah.
Enjoying and appreciating every day like it's my last, because tomorrow is not promised. Who knew 2 years ago that the whole world would be in lockdown? So appreciate
the whole world slow down.
Yeah.
Yes. And Sandra, for you, what did you carry on from lockdown? Something you haven't been doing?
Yes, like Agatha said, I'll try to enjoy more of every moment. I'm someone who always, I do a lot, but I don't enjoy what I have or what I've accomplished. I'm always thinking about the next thing that I want. So now I think I put a lot of things in perspective during the lockdown, and I'm going to have to learn to enjoy the moment. And let everything be. Some things you can't control them, and we stress about them, and you don't sleep. Day and night you're thinking about something. So I'll try to let things happen when they can, and enjoy the moment.
Oh wow! So personally, I'm happy to hear that you guys have been okay. That the lockdown hasn't really squeezed you as we had expected or so. I'm happy to hear that, and thank you for making time for our chat. And from the Hakuna Matata talk, we'll say bye and peace out, and please Take care of yourself. One love. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Take
See you
care.
next time.